To sit down. We really don't even need a bulletin because everybody's programmed to do the same exact thing every single week. However, if you notice this week, there's something different in the bulletin. Right after meditation, there's testimonies time. I've been in very, Brother David, ready for a testimony. There's a text in the Bible that everybody's familiar with, Revelation 12:11, where it gives two ways to overcome the devil. One by the blood of the Lamb, and the second one is by the word of their testimony. I strongly believe in testimonies. Again, we have the Bible with great Bible characters, but it's still 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 years ago. I want to sometimes hear something fresh, something that the Lord did for somebody this week, something that the Lord did for somebody last week. And so I'm encouraged by people's testimonies of what God has done in their lives. And so what we want to do for the next few moments, not going to take too long, is I want to get at least from each side of the room. We have 1, 2, 3, we have 4 sections of the room. I want to get at least one person. Just a short testimony, no longer than a minute, 2 minutes tops. Just a short testimony of something God has done for you. Now, while you're thinking within yourself, oh, I'm not going to share anything, I'm going to sit there all stoic-like and look at me. Here's the thing. Somebody in here may need what you have today. Somebody may need your honesty today. You just don't realize it. But a lot of times we keep our testimony shut up within us. And so please feel free to share your testimony. I want one from this side, one from this side, one from this side, and one from this side. So I'm going to start right here because Brother David, he about to fall out of his seat waiting to give his testimony. Go ahead.
There's a young lady sitting here. She's 7 years old. She asked me a question. How do you know God exists? Does God exist? How do you explain to a 7-year-old that God exists?
Nature.
So I took her to the Word and I said, God created man and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. And man became a living soul. It has never changed. Every time you breathe, God is in your nostrils. And I want everybody to understand it. It's a fact. And whether you go to the highest educational arrangement, that will remain in your mind. Every time you breathe, God is in your nostrils.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
For that? Don't everybody jump
May I be the second one?
All right, so you're going to have to take their side then.
Yeah.
All right, so you'll take that side. There you go. You constitute for that side. There you go.
A very simple thing. Happy Sabbath, everybody.
Happy Sabbath.
It's the first time in about 15 years I slept 7+ hours last night. I was saying to my sister, for me, I was saying to my sister, after all of that, I got up feeling a little on the weak side, and somehow I just felt the power coming into me because I was saying, look, I can make it to church today. But I'm happy I'm here. Stay connected.
Amen. Amen. So we got 2 from this side. Dylan.
I'm loud enough. I just want to thank God for His mercies and His love towards me. I've been praying a very long time for something, and for 2 weeks now, or 3 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks, God has come through for me. My testimony to everybody is, especially my young people, don't stop praying. It does work, and God will come through the right time. Not your time, but He will come on time. So continue praying.
Just what my dear sister said. Continue to pray without ceasing. I have had situations in my family where there seem to be divisions, and we need to remain connected to the source, to be powered up. As I continue to pray, God is working His miracles. I saw it even right now. It's happening at home there as I'm praying. So I need to encourage us, as much as what's happening here, don't give up. Continue to pray without ceasing.
Happy Sabbath, church. As everyone knows me, I'm Sister Bess. I've been here for 2 years, I don't say much. But I just want to thank God for you, Pastor. Thank God for you. Because this morning, I was about to just forget the Adventist church. I've been in church all my life, mostly the Sunday church. And I'm so disappointed and so hurt being here that I didn't even want to be associated with Village SDA anymore. I said, why am I here? But I go back to a Sunday church because, I mean, in every place there is bickering, but this place is, it's too much. Mercy. It's too much. I was here last night and I had a good time. And I love you. I wish you didn't have to go. Yeah. Because what I see with you and the youth, oh my, I've been here just 2 years. But I've never witnessed any pastors come here and preach the way you have done. Amen. So honest. I didn't want to come this morning, but then seeing my daughter hurt and then speaking with you, she told me that, you know, I said I have to go to support this man. He's a good man and he needs to be here because if it wasn't because of you, I wouldn't have been here this morning. And I thank God for bringing me.
Happy Sabbath, church. I'm not a member yet. I'm not a visitor either. I'm a regular person. Thank God he take me out this month for come to church. And before I start come up village, just like it from the stairway. And pick up and leave me. I reached the Tuesday night, church wasn't keeping. Wednesday night prayer meeting. Saturday church, I'm from that gonna stop. Amen. Find a blessing at village, and I change from that from village. That's all right. We got more than 4 testimonies. Y'all not going nowhere today anyhow, so let it roll.
Happy Sabbath, everyone. This is a testimony that happened about 2 years ago, but I have to say it because I witnessed a miracle right in front of me. This happened around 2 years ago, around Mother's Day, when the Linden Church went out to the community to give out flowers to the mothers in the community. The children, the adults, and everyone. And my daughter was with one of the parents, and when all the kids crossed the street, and my daughter was with one of the mothers, as a mother was coming towards this lady, she let go of my daughter's hand to give her a flower to say Happy Mother's Day. Now my daughter, not realizing that the children that cross, she have to wait. So now she figured that since the lady let go of her hand, it's time for her to cross. Now as she's, mind you, she was 5 years old. Now as she's ready to cross the street, not paying attention, a minivan driving at 35 miles an hour hit my daughter and dragged her body face down, probably about 20 feet. And at that time I was at Linden and I was serving the food. So now a lot of people surrounding my daughter, she's knocked out, and my wife at that time, she was knocking on another door giving out flowers. Now at that time, figured out that was it was done. So anyhow, make a long story short, took her to the hospital. You figure, as a matter of fact, the car hit her so hard the front bumper came off, and it was a new vehicle. So you figure a 5-year-old getting hit by a minivan, you know, it's broken bones, everything. Well, that miracle happened where she had no internal bleeding, no broken bones, nothing. So a lot of times we look into the Bible to see, we don't see those miracles happen, but they happen every day in our lives.
Happy Sabbath, church.
Happy Sabbath.
I have a situation with my mother back home. And I've been telling my brother and my sister way ahead, like a year ago, what's gonna happen. But they didn't believe me. And they said, oh, you're different from every one of us. I said, of course I'm different. I'm different. And now this week, my brother come to tell me, oh, what you were saying was right. You were right. And I said, I've been telling you this all along. But the thing that come out of it to me, it's my last son. He used to smoke marijuana and he used to drink. And he don't listen to no one. But slowly I've been praying for him and he has been turning his life around a little bit. And to know that the situation that is happening now, he's the one who's taking care of it. He said, he called me and he said, don't worry, mommy, I'll take care of everything. Just leave it to me and I'll take care of everything. Even last night, he was vicing me up on WhatsApp and telling me what's happening. And I just give God thanks for him. You know, to know that he turned his life around. You know, and to know that my brother has come to the conclusion and know that I was right. And I'm different from them because I have God. They don't understand. They don't understand, you know. So I just give God thanks. The church, please pray for me. I think you can speak louder. I have to breathe. I want to thank the Village Church for all your support and your prayers. Most of you, some of you here know my brother who came to visit. He was here last year from Barbados. We went home together. This young man is strong. When you see people strong, anything can happen. Went to work. All of a sudden, his leg hurt him. Took him to the doctor. Nothing's wrong giving some medication. That's the first thing some doctors do, give you medication before knowing what is really wrong. But thank God, my sister says, don't go back, go to the other doctor. He went, doctor check him out, leg infection. Don't know what happened. But thank God today, he is doing a lot better because of prayer.
Amen.
Thank you for praying for him. And also, I'm not going to stand up too long to give testimony, but thank you for praying for me also. When you see me in this corner standing up or praising the Lord when you're singing, there's a reason. I can't help but praising the Lord because he's gracious. He is good. He is wonderful. I can go on and go on. Thank you, Brother Chancey. Pastor Chancey. Thank you.
Amen. We'll take two more.
All right, so I kind of have like two. First one, I just really want to thank God because I'm about to graduate in May. And everybody knows like college is not easy, and I'm going for 2 degrees and something else, so it's not easy, and a lot of times I'm just tired half the time. And the second one, I just want to thank God for having all of us young people here. Like, I appreciate it so much when I see Janae, Kenny, Dana, Kevron here, and like you guys from like Old Village know that the team is kind of all here right now. So I really just want to thank God for bringing them all here. And it's you guys, Gabby, both Gabby's, Jade, like all of you guys help bring us to this church and want to stay in this church. And that's why we're still here, because of you guys. So I just want to say thank you to God for like opening our eyes, helping us mature, so that hopefully we can be like a strong role model for you guys that we know like the people older than us for us.
Amen. One more.
Good morning and good afternoon. I just came here from Jamaica. It's now 6 months already. And I came here with a fear. You know, and I just want to tell you guys that supported me through this rough time. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your encouragement. This is going to be my last Sabbath here because I'll be moving over to Long Island. I don't know where exactly. But I just want to tell you thanks because thanks because it has been rough for me. There was so much fear. My daughter and her boyfriend smokes ganja, and when they smoke, they don't want the window open, and I find myself breathing in, can't get here. My whole system is dried, and I start to cry, and I say, God, how much longer? And then I remember Noah's Ark and the smell and all of that, and Noah had to stay in there. And I said, okay, Lord, I'm going to stay in this, but I'm asking you to protect me. I remember find myself wheezing, and I didn't even know I was wheezing. I hear this whistling, I didn't even know it was me who was wheezing. I started to cry, and I said, God, how long? I asked God for change in my daughter and her boyfriend's life, and to God be the glory, they have stopped smoking cigarettes. Amen. I'm still waiting on God because I give them a year to break out and that God can snatch her back from the devil's hold. Because when I had them, I gave them, I didn't have party times. I devoted my life to my children. They are 30-odd years old. My daughter, this one that I'm living with, is 32 yesterday. She is a second child, and God has been good. She does a lot of evil things when I came over here because I don't understand American style. And let me tell you something. God has promised me. When I said the fear, when she said to me, we are going to move last night, she said, we have got to leave here. I was so shocked. The fears take me again. I said, God, again? You know? But he has promised me because he says, trust me. When I can't see his hands, trust his heart. And I said, Lord, there are many times Satan come and say, you're not going to make it, you're not going to make it. And I feel like just giving up. I feel like, yesterday I said to one of my classmates, I said to them, I said, listen, you know, I thank God that he does not show us the future before. Because if he had shown me that this was what I'm coming to, I would have given up long time. So I thank God that he hides things from us and give us in our own time. God has been good.
Yes.
He's faithful.
Oh, yes.
Great is his faithfulness.
Yes.
And I'm saying, my friends, I have come from a rough place. I have been there. And God has taken me through. I just Brother Chancey, I have 4 baby fathers, and none of them make any sense to me. I had to be mother and father for my children. And let me tell you something. There are many times I didn't have food to feed them. My first daughter is about 35. She's asthmatic at the age of 3 years old when that wicked storm came to Jamaica. And let me tell you something. It has been rough on me as a single mom, without fathers. And God has kept me, and now I see my children, them all growing up. Amen. Amen. They have not, I mean, there are times when their behavior is very poor, but I can say to God be the glory. Great things he has done. And if he can do it for me, he can do it for you. Stay in the ship. Stay connected with Jesus. He is God. He cannot lie. He has proved me now. I have proven him. And he has not disappointed me. I said, Lord, where am I going to live? Am I going to live out? And let me tell you something. I heard my daughter say to me, listen, Mommy, And that's what gives me the assurance that God is. She came to me, and I don't talk to her like that, because if I speak to her, she just starts to blaze. So I decided to keep my mouth. And yesterday when I was packing up my things, she said to me, "Mommy, I want to talk to you." I said, "Okay." She said, "Listen, I know you are afraid. Don't be afraid. I am going to put you at a place. I can't be there with you, but I'm going to pay a rent for you so that you can stay. I just want to know that you are okay. I'm going to provide your food for you and everything. Don't worry." Who could it be, friends? Who could it be? It is only God. Because I'm telling you, the devil is using her. And this man that she has, it's just like, every time I look at him, I have to shoot a prayer at him. Every time I look at him, I have to shoot a prayer. Because I know the devil is using him. I want him to be saved. I want him to be saved. But I have to shoot a prayer at him because I know the devil is using him to attack me. They take the Bible and say, "You go like you're a Christian, you go like this, you go like that." But I live to hear them say to their friends, "My mom is a Christian." To God be the glory. Let us live the life that counts. Let us live. Let us not play church. I know we have it up and down, but God has given us the Holy Spirit to help us to live above sin. We can't do it. I don't know why Jesus took me over here, but it's for a reason. It is for her.